Good evening, kids. Good evening, parents, school administrations. In this lesson, we are going to learn about discover the tech, and this is a quite advanced lesson. And I believe this lesson could be actually even in advanced level, but I did put into the intermediate too because I guess we need to prepare for advanced one. So, look, some positions, of course, are not so hard. We'll be able to find them. Like this one, it's not too difficult. But then you will see later on, we will have need some time to think. So, I suggest please take a piece of paper and a pencil, and if you need more time to think, pause the video so we can find the moves. I will give you a couple of seconds for each position and then we'll calculate together. Okay, here we have a discovered attack, and you are discovering this bishop on b2. So think for a couple of seconds and try to find the move. Okay, correct move, knight e5, queen takes, and then we play knight to b5 check. We are discovering the bishop on b2 and taking the queen. Let's go to the next one. Here again we have a rook on c4. We have a bishop on g7, knight on f6. Those are the pieces you need for the discover attack. Okay, hopefully you found this move, rook d4, and then knight g4 check, bishop d4. Right, this kind of position you need to remember, especially if you're playing Dragon Sicilian, then this happens all the time. Let's go to the next one. Okay, here there are some problems here for black on the back rank. So that's the first issue the black has because he didn't develop the pieces. But we also have a queen that can be trapped on a5 or attacked. So let's see if you can figure out first move here. Okay, the first move is bishop b7. Try to follow me. Rook e8, and then you play bishop b4. So basically, we are attacking the queen and rook e8 checkmate. So that's the idea. And this move. Now, of course, rook has to take on e4. If the queen moves, then rook e8 checkmate down there. Yeah, of course, yeah, checkmate, right? Here we have three pieces: knight, bishop, and queen. That can help us for discovered attack. Okay, how about this move? Knight c7, and we are taking the rook, and now discovered attack, and we take the queen. Okay, let's go to the next one. It takes a few seconds to find the move here. Okay, let's see this one. Rook takes on c8. And then you play with discovered attack, bishop e6, and you take on c5. Here we have queen, bishop, in this bishop that is very important for this position. So let's see if you can find discover the attack here. Now, the first move is bishop a6. You are pinning the queen and the rook. Of course, if the queen moves, you are going to take the rook on f1. But if the queen takes the bishop, then you have bishop h2 discovered attack, and you take the queen. Okay, here, yeah, this one is you have to calculate a little bit. I'm just going to give you the idea, and then you calculate. You have a bishop on b7, and clearly there is a discovered attack here, right? If you move the rook, there will be this attack on the rook on h1. Well, then we have to see what to do, right? What if you find the first move, then it's going to be easy. Okay, I'll give you a couple of seconds here. Kids, if you need more time, just pause the video and then take as much as you need. Look, first move, rook b5. And then you play rook to g4. Now, we are taking the queen, and at the same time, we're taking the rook, and we take the rook. Okay, here be careful, don't rush, because you are pinned, so you cannot move the knight. See, there's a pin here. So we have to be careful. This one is really not easy, so but let's calculate together. Look, first we take rook h6. Now, queen takes h6. We still cannot move the knight. And then we play a move queen e3. Now with the queen e3, we are attacking the bishop, but also we have this kind of setup for discovered attack. And after queen e3, if the bishop moves, right, we would play knight f7, check. So let's see that. See, this is the key move, right? Okay, now in this case, queen moved. Queen is protecting the bishop. And here we have a move knight f7, right? Look, knight f7 is, king is in checkmate, so rook has to take, and then we take e takes f7, and the next move is f8 or rook g8 mate, right? So there is no defense here. f8 or rook g8. Okay, this one also tricky, right? But we have a setup for discovery attack here, right? With the queen and the bishop. This queen is not protected, so I guess I already gave you an answer, right? The correct move is rook h2. A rook cannot capture, king has to take, and then we play bishop to f4, check, and take the queen. Let's see number 10. Here we have a potential for discovery attack here on the diagonal. Queen and the rook, right? We also have a knight here. Of course, when you're in a position like this, so many opportunities on the chessboard. You could go with any of those other moves, right? But let's calculate knight e6. Look, we're taking the pawn, attacking the rook, and also at the same time we are attacking the knight, right? Because we remove this pawn. So if the pawn takes, then we play rook g7 check, bishop takes, and queen h5 wins. So let's see this. Yeah, rook takes on g7 and queen h5. Now let's go to the next one. A lot of chess pieces here. We have a queen on f5. There is a potential here for a discovered attack, so think a little bit, try to combine those pieces for the attack. Okay, hopefully you found a move, a rook c5. And then of course you just play knight c3, discovered attack, right? We are attacking the queen. And yeah, of course, if this happens, then you just take. Okay, the next one. Okay, it's a lot of pieces on the chessboard, and that's why it is important to study the puzzles like this, because when you when you do so many tactical positions, your mind is going to open up, and you are going to be able to see all the kind of you know diagonals or ranks, attacks, and so on. Right now, because those pieces are here, it's very difficult to see that the queen is going to take the rook on d4. Right. So the first move here is bishop f3. Let's calculate. Bishop takes f3. Bishop takes f3, and then we play knight h3. Let's say king goes to g2 and queen takes on d4, right? And then if king takes on h3 the knight, you can take queen e5. So let's see that we take knight h3, and then you take on e5, right, with a queen, and you ended up in a better position with the exchange up, good enough to win the game. Okay, here there's clearly a problem on the d file. See those two pieces here on the d file. There's a hidden discovered attack going on here. Now, the problem is if you play knight c5 right away, the knight captures you on c6. So, what's the first move here? A useful move, and then you can play knight c5. So first we take, right, on a4, and then knight c5, and you take on a4 and d3, right? And at the same time, you are taking rook d4. So, and now we take on d4, and that's it. That's the outcome of the combination. You know what would be interesting? If you set up this position, exactly this position, if you go to tools and put into the board editor, and you play this position. I would like to see, if you can win this position. This is an easy winning position for black, but it will be a good practice for you to do it. Let's go to number 14. Here again, look, the white has a tremendous attack. King is not safe on e8. The queen is overloaded with the defense of the king. The knight in a fantastic position, pawn in a great position. Look at those rooks. The queen in also good position. So after rook b7, there's no move for black. This is the correct move, and basically are threatening now to play knight d6 check, and then you take queen c6. So if the queen takes, you have this move, discover the check, and of course you take the queen, and now you are winning. Okay, I guess you just have to play this move, right? Take and checkmate. Let's see the next one. Those puzzles are really good for advanced players. You can improve your tactical skills a lot. So we have a potential for discover attack here. That means the first move is rook to h8, and then we take bishop g7 check, and we take queen d5. Okay, let's see the next one. Okay, we have potential for discover attack here. Try the queen and the knight. Now queen is protected at this moment. So if you play rook a3, we are removing the bishop. And then we have a check. And take on d6. Of course, now we are winning because we ended up with a queen against the rook. Okay, let's see this. Okay, we have potential for discovered attack here. We have two rooks. I'm sure you found this move, right? You take rook b7, king takes, and then we play rook b3, and that's the discovered attack. Rook b3, and we are winning the queen. Right, of course, here we take the queen. Okay, the next one. Now, what do we have here? Wow, look at this pawn. It's really advanced. We have here the queen, bishop, and this pawn. It's helping you. Try to see if you can find the fork. Sorry, fork. Okay, I already gave you the answer. So it's fork, right? We're taking knight and the rook. And if the queen takes, bishop goes to h2, check, and then you take the queen. Okay, let's go to the next one. Potential for discover attack here. Now, clearly there are problems with the king. King is in the corner in a checkmating position. So the combination should go this way. We play bishop e5 and queen is attacking the queen. So if the queen takes, then checkmate. All right, let's go to number 20. We had this position before. It was just with a different color. We had it with the white side. So it's basically the same. We just take rook f1 and then discover attack here. We take on f4. Okay, the next one. Look here. There is a potential for discover attack to capture the queen on a4, right? And you can find those moves only if you practice puzzles like this. Right now it looks like white is winning, right? White is attacking the queen and the rook, but after this move, king has to take, otherwise queen g3 is checkmate, and then you play discovered attack, and you take on a4. Okay, let's go to the next one. This one is fantastic. This one is hard. I'm gonna give you a couple of minutes. Not a couple of minutes. I cannot do that because the video would be too long. But think about this one. I want to give you time for this one. Okay, kids, if you can find the move here, then consider yourself to be super talented for chess. Am I giving you enough time? I hope all of you found the move. So everyone is super talented. Let's see. Look at this move. Watch. Black is really threatening to take the queen here, e1, or capture the bishop, take the queen, or play a1 to take the queen. So we really cannot stop all of them, right? So even move like bishop g2 is not gonna stop all of them, or rook g7 or rook e8 cannot stop all that. So look at this, an amazing move. Rook to g1. Now, what can black do here? I don't know what the computer is going to play, but I cannot drop the, the rook here because then I cannot analyze. But let me just show it. Look, if pawn goes and takes the queen, then you play bishop g2, check, right? If the king moves, then you take bishop e2 and you stopped also the pawn on a2. Really an amazing move. Look at this, right? Queen, and you play bishop g2 check, and now you can take a queen, and you stopped also the pawn on e2. What a wonderful move, right? Okay, here, yeah, this one is really, yeah, this is a good puzzle. Now, okay, try. I'll give you a couple of seconds, and then there is a potential for a discovered attack here. See, the queen is our target. Those are those positions where discovered attack is hidden, and it's easy to blunder moves like this. So look, the first move, rook e6. Now, look, if the bishop takes on e6, then we play bishop b5, check, discovered attack, and then we take on d4. If pawn takes, then we play bishop g6, discovered attack, and we take on d4. Now, if the king moves, right, the king moves to d8 or f8, then okay, we just capture the pawn, and we can come back with our rook if you want to e4. But yeah, I don't know what the computer plays bishop e6. Of course, it was better to move the king because you don't want to lose the queen, but I guess because we are studying the discovered attack, so this is the setup, and we take. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, this one is just geometry that happens on the chessboard. Now, black is a piece up, and of course, if you are not careful, you could lose the game here. But look, after the queen e6, we are setting up for discovered attack. So the queen is our target here, queen e6. And black doesn't have a move. If black goes to h5, then knight f6, check, and we take the queen. If black goes to h7, again, you can play knight e6 or knight g5 and take the queen. Right, knight f6, discovered check, and we take the queen. Okay, let's see number 25. Okay, this you have to recognize a pattern. There was a lesson, I think it is intermediate too, where we studied mating patterns. And there's a mating pattern with a rook and the bishop on the diagonal. And that's what happens here. Now, the only question is how the move order is the question here. So think about the move order. I'm sure you see all those moves like rook g7 and maybe c4 or queen b5 and then c4. Just think about the combination and see what's right. Okay, let's see this move. Queen b5. Right, we're taking a piece. queen has to take. And now we play c4, right? Look, queen is attacked. We are threatening to take a queen, and we would end up with a bishop up. So, for instance, if black plays g6, right, or f6, we would just take the queen and we would be piece up. But if the black plays something else with a queen, then we go into this beautiful combination. And I want you to calculate this combination, like from here. It's okay to do it from here. Like, let's say I play queen b7 or queen b4. I'm sure you are thinking about rook g7, king h8, but can you find now the next two moves? Okay, I hope you found rook g8, check, double check, king takes on g8, and rook g1, checkmate. Okay, so we take rook g8 and rook g1, checkmate. Okay, let's go to the next one. Here we have a setup. We have this beautiful knight on d5, and I mean we can win the rook by playing this move. Now we are attacking the rook, and if the rook goes, let's say, to d7, then we would take on f1. Right, so the rook has to go to e1, and then we have this discovered attack. Knight c4, and we take on e1. I guess we just take on f7, and that's it. That's the end of the combination. Let's see number 27. Okay, here, those patterns you should see right away. We have a bishop here, right, bishop here, and then discovered attack happening on the file. So the move is bishop d3, and then you take on h2. Check, and we take on d3. That's the idea. Let's see number 28. Here again, there's a potential for discovered attack on the d file. So the target is the queen on d1. So just try to find the first and second move. Okay, hopefully you found this move, knight f2. Look, we are making a fork, attacking two pieces, right, queen and the rook. Now king takes, and you take bishop to g3, right? And then we take queen to d1. Now you can also win with bishop c5, because when the king goes to e1, you play bishop f2, and then you take the queen again. So both moves are fine. Here you're winning an extra pawn. Okay, let's see the next one. Now, in this position, the target is this bishop here. So we have potential for discovery attack, right? It's happening here. So we can play a move like knight g5. Now, after knight g5, we are threatening queen h7 checkmate, and also bishop b7. Now bishop takes, we first can take, and when the queen takes, we take the bishop. So this is now we're taking the rook, right? And the outcome is we just win one pawn, right? But good enough to win the game, right? After rook c7, white is clearly much better, and great chances to win the game. Let's see here. Okay, the potential discovered attack is happening here. Bishop g7, knight on f6. See, when you do those positions, you can pause the video and just calculate all the moves. Try to see as much as you can. Try to write down. So, look, we could calculate now together 94. right? If knight takes on e4, we play bishop e2, right? And then we are taking a rook, and we are taking also this piece on a3. Now, what would happen if knight takes e4 and bishop takes on g7? So instead of taking king g7, we have this move in between. You remember we studied that Zwischenzug? So this is a Zwischenzug knight d2. So we play this move in between. And then we are taking the rook. And if the queen takes, then we can take king g7. So let's see that. This is a Zwischenzug. And then you take. Um, I want you to, I want you to just go back a little bit. Let's say I don't take on g7, but take knight b3, right? See, did you notice how black doesn't want to do that because the king would be in trouble? This dark bishop is very important. Okay, here again, the target is the queen, so there is a potential discovered attack this way, right? The queen is a target. Probably you're recognizing this opening is a dragon Sicilian defense, and you have to be very careful with this move that white is going to play. If you play dragon defense, this happens a lot. So try to see if you can find a move that can target the queen on a5. And for this idea, you need a king on b1, not on c1. So the move is knight d5. Now queen is attacked, right? So queen takes queen, and there's no check. And then you play knight e7, check. So that's that move in between, a Zwischenzug. King goes to f8, then you take bishop g7, king takes g7, and you take rook d2. Okay, let's see the combination. And after rook d2, you ended up with this pawn that you capture on e7, and this pawn is weak, and that's good enough for white to win the game. Okay, let's see what do we have here. Okay, this is a kind of setup. I'm just going to give you some ideas. Think about attacking the king here. The bishops can help you, the rook can help you for the attack. So the correct move here would be queen c4. You're sacrificing your queen. And then we play rook d7. And now bishop e4, you see, and we are setting up the position for discovered attack by playing bishop d6. King has to go to c8, and we take on f7. And we ended up with piece up, because if rook takes on e4, then yeah, bishop d6 up. Let's go to the next one. This is a game that Viswanathan Anand played. Incredible move, right? Really unbelievable. It was, if I can remember well, I think it was the Scandinavian defense, and look at this really very unpleasant attack here, right? The rook is pinned, the knight is attacking, and I can imagine, when I cannot remember who was black, but probably the player who played with black thought everything is fine, that maybe he's even winning it. But Viswanathan Anand is like an amazing tactician. He can see such incredible moves, and I would bet he saw all that before it happened. Try. I mean, those are like extremely difficult moves. But if you, I'll give you a couple of seconds. Of course, I know it's not enough for this move. You could take 2 hours, or maybe 2 days. Okay. Bishop g6. I probably would need maybe a week for this move. Look at this. Bishop. Let's calculate together. That's going to be fun. Look, we play bishop g6, and we are discovering the queen. We are attacking the queen on d4. Right now, if the queen takes queen, then bishop f7 check. A rook protects the bishop. King goes to king goes to. I'm sorry, am I giving you the right moves? I don't. So bishop goes to g6, queen goes to d1. So the first we play a rook e6 check, right? Sorry, I'm not paying attention. Right, rook e6 check, and then the pawn, of course, cannot take because the bishop is pinning, right? But if king goes to f8, right, then you play bishop h6 check. So the king has to go to g8, and then you play bishop f7 checkmate. Incredible, right? So let's see one more time. Bishop g6, queen d1, rook e6 check. What a move, right? And nothing would change if if knight goes to e7, because you can take rook e7 and then the same combination again. So rook e6, king f8, and then bishop h6 and bishop f7 checkmate. Let's see that on the chessboard. And we take, and bishop f7 checkmate. Incredible, wonderful combination. Right? That's why Viswanathan Anand is a world champion, because this is a genius. Let's see the next one. Okay, what do we have here? Where is the potential for discovered attack? It's black to move. Look, we cannot take queen f7 because bishop e5 check, and then white is going to do discover attack. So how about you think a little bit, and let's see if you can find a move. Okay, ready? This one, we can. What can we win here? We could win the rook on f7. Now watch. Tricky, right? We run away. Now, where can we run away? We could play bishop d6, right? Or we can play king a8, and then go into this discovered attack. So let's see. Then we play rook to g8. I mean, sorry, rook g2. And here, now we cannot play the rook g1 move because the queen is here, but we can play a move like this. What would be the wrong with that move? I guess computer doesn't want me to play that move. Rook g7 would win. then rook f7. Okay, so that's a winning position. Let's see that one more time. So queen f7, and you have to play king a8, because otherwise if you play bishop d6, right, queen f7, you'll be able to maybe sacrifice queen b7, right? So you have to play king a8, and then we have to play rook g2, and rook g7 wins the queen. If you play rook f2, king g2, we could win that way as well. So look, we take rook f2, king g1, we play rook g2, king h1, and then we play rook g3, check. And if queen or rook blocks, then we take bishop f3, rook f3, rook f3, and you are two rooks up, but actually there is also a checkmate, rook d1 down there. So both moves are okay. Rook f2 is fine. The only thing is that computer doesn't allow me to play that move because it's this octopus, so I cannot analyze. But this one is also cool. Rook f2, rook f2. I'd actually rather play this one because leads into a checkmate. So this move is better than rook g7. Rook f2, king g1, right? And then we play a rook g2 again. King goes to h1, and we play rook g3. Discovered check with the bishop. If rook goes to f3, we play rook d1, checkmate. If queen goes to f3, we can take with the bishop. Rook takes, rook d1 check, rook f1, and rook f1 checkmate. So that means this move is better. I think this puzzle should be changed. But anyway, here in this octopus, rook g7 was played. Okay, let's see the next one. Okay, so here we have clearly discovered attack with the f7. I mean, this is a logical move, right? And if bishop goes to g7, then we will play f8, take the queen. But here, right now, you can set up for a discover attack, right? So the target is the queen on h4. Okay, let's see. If you found this move, queen f5, queen f6, check. And then you play g6, discovered attack, and then you take the queen. Okay, let's see. I hope this is the last one. Now, here the target is the queen on c2. So we have those two knights. They are around the king. They can jump, create the attack, and you can use the queen as well. Okay, so let's see. We play knight f3, first move. Now, pawn takes, queen g6 check. King has to go to h1 into the corner. Then you play knight to g3 check. Not knight f2, because queen can take or even rook can take. But knight g3 check. And then when the pawn takes, you just take on c2 a queen. Now knight f3, if the king moves to h1, you can capture on d4. That's one move that you can play. Yeah, take on f4 on d4. So check on g6, knight g3, discover attack. You see this what talking here. If you play knight f2, then queen can take or rook can take. So you have to play this move, and then you take on c2. Okay, um, boys and girls, this was the discovered attack. Intermediate level, I would say this could go easily into advanced. And look, when you study a game, games like this, you really need to learn how to calculate, and that's why I would suggest you do this one maybe even one or two times. Play them on lead chess, but you see, when we went through those analyses, sometimes there are some issues with the moves that are entered into the study. So yeah, just be aware that sometimes you may get a red or light, and the computer is going to take a move, but move actually could be okay. Now, I believe this kind of study really can improve your calculation. So I didn't spend too much time and didn't give you enough time, but I just wanted to explain you this study because it's hard one, and I want to go with you through this, and hopefully now you can do it on your own. Okay, I'm tired. I will see you next time. Bye bye, kids.